The way that we want to think through this is we want to visualize 3 people in our mind, one at a time. It's going to guide you through. Now, the first person is this little dude right here. Imagine you're running a project and this guy works for you. His name, we're going to call him Mr. Mr. PV. Right there. Mr. PV. That stands for plan value. But think about what he's like as a person. This guy shows up. He's got his glasses. He's got his hat. He's got a little lunchbox. And he's got a pencil in his hand. And he shows up diligently every day to work. All right? Now, he works for you and he has a very specific job. He shows up. He goes into his little office, little cubicle. Actually, just like the little room. Not even a cubicle. It's a room. Now, the thing is, it's got a door. There's a little handle. But it's got... That's it. There's no windows. There's no nothing. There's a little ventilation. That's it. There's no perspective provided in the room. You can't even see what's happening. Rain, sleet, snow. He don't know. All right? Now, what he does have in that room is a desk. Let's say the desk is right here. Right there. You can see the little legs. Terrible drawer I am. And he's got a clock. And he's got a date. Hey, it's July 1st. That's all he got. All he has in his room. Now, what does he do every day? He shows up diligently every single day, rain, sleet, or snow. He sits down at his desk, a little chair there, and he looks at his desk, and he's got that schedule network diagram, project schedule network diagram there. So what can he, if you go to his room and you say, hey, man, Mr. PV, how's the project doing? He might say, well, based on what my schedule says, the time of day and the day of the year, it's a year-long project. It's $1 million project. We're about halfway through because we started in January. So we should be done. Emphasis on this should be done with about $500,000 in value based on the schedule. Because he's looking at the schedule and saying it's a year-long project. We're halfway through. It's worth $1 million. We're halfway through that. So we should be done with $500,000. And you go, all right, that's cool. But if you just took that information to the big boss and said, hey, I know you asked me this morning how things are going. I went and talked to Mr. PV, plan value. And he said, we should be done with $500,000. What would that boss say to you? Well, the boss would be like, and give me more. He's like, well, we should be done with $500,000. Be like, dude, do that. How far are we done, right? Because this is half of the story. We should be done with about half the work, $500,000. But what are we? Like, what's going on? Get out there on the floor. See what the deal is. Give me the other half of the story. So this dude provides half the story for how our schedule is progressing, right? This Mr. PV. So see him in your mind. Understand the understanding and the value that he provides you. What should be done based on the schedule. He doesn't have any windows in the room, so he doesn't know what's going on. He's not influenced by it's raining or people working harder. He just says, based on the schedule, should be done with this. It's valuable, but it's not complete. All right?